What's up, guys? This is Beyond the Pipe with Chris and Sean. Today we have our buddy Tyler on, the Briar Ginger, on Instagram. And we're going to just hang out and chat and talk about all sorts of stuff.
I didn't have
What's
any
up,
funny
man?
anecdotes
Thanks for coming on the
time.
podcast.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, guys. This will be fun.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm the only one smoking because you guys suck.
I might have one halfway through. I got this weird cough like last week, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling. I don't even feel like smoking, to be honest. I'll have a cigar
spores
tonight,
in your
probably.
bathroom.
Yeah, that's been fun. I guess we haven't talked about that. So a couple months ago, I noticed there was like a mushroom growing out of the grout in our 8-year-old house, like brand new build. There's no reason for that, and I'm like,
weird.
Well, it wasn't mold. It was an actual mushroom, like this tall, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. So then I, get it out of there, clean it up, and I come back like 3 days later, and there's another one, and I just poured alcohol on it, because I was like, I'm not messing with this right now. Something's going on. And then another one started popping up, and I'm like, okay, we gotta get the guys out here, and they started opening everything up. They're like, yeah, your moisture is like 50% in the drywall. And then they realized the freaking shower pan was installed improperly.
So it's just draining behind the drywall, pretty much.
8 years. No, we're good in like the mechanics, like the valves and stuff. Like that's fine. But down below, it was like this little area where it's just slowly trickling out the whole time, like just feeding that grout. So we've been dealing with that. They're going to do a full forensic demo on Tuesday. So.
Jeez.
We're getting like
tear out your whole bathroom, do you?
No, they're really careful about that because it's I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts for it, but basically they start just taking away pieces like slowly to figure out whose fault it is, like what sub screwed up.
Yep.
And then that person has to basically foot the bill to replace it. So we kind of already said we're not paying for shit.
Yeah.
It's like this is not. It's a shower pan. Like you can't affect that by just being in the shower. So, I'm getting a new bathroom from a foot above the floor down.
And Tyler's not smoking because he went to a cigar bar to record this episode, and they were having some sort of an event.
Yeah, I pulled in, and there was like a big pit smoker and tent set up, and I was like, it's just going to be way too loud. Or I'll have to be like outside.
Yeah.
Trying to record a podcast. So taking the L tonight, not smoking anything.
Yeah. Oh.
Sounds like it would have been a good time. We could have rescheduled so you could have some barbecue.
We could have got some could have got some other people on the feed too, interview just random people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Kind of funny. Maybe we'll do that next time.
So I didn't normally I have like a funny anecdote, and I couldn't think of anything funny because a lot of stuff isn't funny right now, but I found something interesting. Like right before I got on here, there was this headline of this TikTok guy who was doing like parkour. You've seen those videos where they're like hanging off a building, or they're doing, cartwheels across like a railing. And this dude fell and did not survive. Gone. Like he fell from like 30 stories up. Like it was a long fall. And
do we know where this was?
I don't. It seemed like it was Mexico. Mexico's having a lot of shit going on right now. You saw the LP spill that they had? Yeah. They had a propane truck that like emptied, and it was just a fog, and then it ignited, and it burned like 70 people. Like it was a massive fire cloud.
Propane will do that.
It was pretty weird to see that. But anyway, this TikTok guy, there was another guy that died sort of recently, jumping around on buildings, and it kind of got me thinking, not specifically of that because that's weird, but why do people do that kind of shit? Like you see this as a fireman, like, right? You see like the results of retards, basically,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a big,
Like the one that
large portion of my job.
I don't mean that derogatorily towards people who are like handicapped. I mean, in the colloquial understanding that if you do something stupid, you are retarded.
I think you can say that word again now.
I think it is okay, right? My brother was saying it's not, but also I'm just gonna say what I feel like. If you understand the undertones, it's the ignore the tone but listen to the signal kind of thing, I think, or vice versa. But it got me thinking about there was you know what spelunking is, right? Where people go underground, they go cave diving, and
I will never understand that.
And that freaks me out. Anytime I see a video where somebody's like, "Oh, let me just squeeze in this tiny hole that I don't know what's on the other side of,"
even if you do know,
like 20 feet, like that's so stupid.
They have to exhale to move forward, so their rib cage like collapses. Right? No,
not a chance.
And they're smiling when they're doing it, and I'm like, dude, that rock isn't gonna move. No one could get to you. In fact, there's a particular story, and I'm blanking on the name right now, but there was this younger guy went into a cave, a really, really narrow tunnel system, basically, and he was trying to find like another way out. He was sure there was a way that opened up into a larger cavern. And he finally got into this place, but he took a wrong turn because it was dark. And he went down like this, like sort of, we'll call it a southern facing, tunnel, lower tunnel, and he got stuck. And then someone tried to pull him out, and he slid down further and got really stuck. And he was upside down, like head down.
That makes me sick just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Dude, it gets worse.
No,
they tried to wrap rope around him to pull him out, and they decided that if they did, it would have snapped his spine. So they basically just said, like, here's some... I guess they injected him with, like, tranquilizers to just let him die.
Oh, jeez.
And he's still in the tunnel. Like, now. This was years and years and years ago.
And what nobody knows is on the other side of that tunnel opening is like $200 million worth of gold.
Yeah.
This isn't the Goonies. but like, I don't know, it just got me thinking, like,
the Goonies.
What possesses... Someday we have to have a cave diver on this podcast, because I would really like to understand, like, what's the motivation for that, because it's
adrenaline,
a really,
I guess?
I mean, it's a fairly low risk activity, but it's extremely high consequence, you know, like extremely high. Like aside from if you're like I get the feeling that there's a baseline claustrophobia among human beings, right? But like, that's like at the other end of the spectrum, to where you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to cozy up inside of this rock womb, and maybe I won't come out. Maybe it'll fill with water.
Just to see what's over there.
Oh,
there was an episode of... What was that Graham Hancock documentary that was on Netflix recently?
Oh, the one where they found it was like the tribe. There was like a tribe that would live in this cave, but it was like really hard to get to the cave. It
was like their burial ground inside the cave.
Yeah.
And he actually like lost weight to be able to do it. Like he had to... Yeah. He spent like a year losing enough weight to be able to squeeze into this thing to find out all this stuff. And, super thankful, because it was like really cool what they found. But that's...
What you got, Tyler? What were you saying?
I can't do that.
I was not saying something related to that, but not caves. Oh, like it's like him being stuck basically forever. It's like the bodies on Everest.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into that?
Oh, yeah. No. Dude, there's so many bodies.
Look it up at some point. I mean, there's
a
map. Just Google like bodies on Everest map, and basically they use some of the bodies as mile markers.
Yeah, green boots.
When you get to green boots, you're this far from the summit.
Oh, wow.
And they're just stuck there because at that altitude, like
it's still
they'll sit down for a minute. Oh yeah, and they'll just go to sleep and never wake up, and it's too dangerous to get their bodies down.
Yeah, you can't put a helicopter up there either. It's too thin. There's poop crazy. Also, like lots and lots of poop on Everest.
Yeah.
People have no idea. And oxygen canisters, like, just ridiculous. Everest is one of the most polluted, coolest places. Like, it could be beautiful, but it is incredible. Like, just the base camp is polluted. Like, and that's not even that high up.
Well, even the summit. Like,
the summit's disgusting.
Full of stuff.
Yeah. Just frozen shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a video I watched where there was like there was one where there was a body. It finally like came loose from like where it was, and it was frozen rolling down Everest. Like someone had to dodge it. And then there was another one where like there was poop, like lots of poop, because I guess it was a spot where people poop to kind of keep it, quarantined, just out of respect.
The poop spot.
Yeah, and it like there was poop that like it was a poop like frozen mudslide. like a poop rock slide. Yeah.
Isn't that an alcoholic drink? Frozen mudslide?
Probably. I talked to a guy about 8 years ago who actually did climb Everest. I don't know if he summited it or not, but he was just like, even then, he was like, it's disgusting. And the thing is that the trip to go there, that's gross, but the trip to go there is such a ridiculous and arduous task. Like, I get it. You've been to the highest point on Earth. Fantastic. That's super cool. You have to be in excellent shape to do it. But the trip to do it is so much longer than you would think. Like, it's not like you just drive up to like a mountain and you start climbing it. It's a lot of distance, a lot of run to its rise. Like, it's a lot of rise, but it's a lot of run also.
Gotcha.
Just to get to base camp is an accomplishment.
Yeah, totally.
And then you have to climb the actual mountain.
Yeah, you're actually better off going to K2. Like, just for a better experience. Like, Everest just being the, what it is, like, it's crowded. It's always crowded. During climbing season, there's a line to the summit. Mm-hmm. Everyone gets their few minutes to take a photo, and that's it.
Yep.
No thanks.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm good.
Nah, I don't.
Tyler, what's the most recent pipe you've gotten? New pipe acquisition.
Trying to think. I've been taking it easy on that front. What was the last one? Oh, Reed Robertson.
Cool.
Did a commission with him because I was going to get a pipe from him at Smitty's in July, and he ended up selling the one I wanted, and I felt not bad, but like I wanted to get a pipe from Reed. So I commissioned like a long stemmed acorn from him.
Cool.
Nice.
It was like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, that was the last one. I'm really trying to like
reel it in.
Like, in my mind, I'm at a point where like I'd much rather buy from someone in person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At a show or whatever, or from a friend. Like commission something from someone instead of just like randomly buying stuff online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are at that point. It seems
it's a different type of buying.
Yeah, for sure. Like even at shows, like, there's all these guys that I look up to in the community that I wouldn't consider friends. Like I've talked to them, but like if you guys or like Ryan McCauley or someone I know is at a show, like I'd rather buy from them at the show.
Gotcha.
And support them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's a good way to do it.
That's cool.
But at this point, I'm trying to save for Muletown and Chicago next year. Just travel expenses in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it's so expensive.
It is, man. Muletown's not bad because there's a lot of us. I think there's like 8 of us that split a house, and then I drive to Muletown. So like, travel expenses isn't bad, but Chicago is like, that's a chunk of change.
Where are you located?
I'm looking at a few grand at least to go to Chicago.
Yeah, from where you are for sure.
Yeah.
What do you say, Chris?
Where are you located?
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's easy from Muletown.
Yeah, I'm like 40 minutes north of Charlotte.
Yeah.
So I mean, the airport's great. Charlotte can fly pretty much anywhere, and the flight to Chicago actually was pretty cheap. Like round trip was under $200, which was shocking.
What? Oh,
yeah,
that's wild.
It was weird. Like I kept looking for weeks trying to find a deal, and then I just logged on one day, and it was like $180, and it was American. It wasn't even like it was, a crappy airline or anything. So
that's weird.
I think I looked
if I go, it's at least it's an $800 ticket at least.
Oh yeah, for
same
sure.
For me.
Yeah, and Vegas doesn't help either. Like if you go to the Vegas show, for me, I'm 8 hours away driving, maybe 9. And like, if you fly, California's huge.
So where are you at in California?
I'm sort of I'm in Northern California, but I'm kind of coastal central a little bit.
Gotcha.
Like, so I'm about an hour to an hour and a half south of San Francisco.
Okay.
In like Santa Cruz Mountains area.
Gotcha.
But I mean, even for me, like for Vegas, that's an expensive flight, and then Vegas being what it is now, it ends up being, the rooms aren't really that cheap, but then you have also like all the activities, all the strip activities and everything's gone up.
Yeah.
And the strippers.
$40 burgers. Like it's ridiculous, but
it's one of those towns I have like almost no desire to go
to.
I think because of the price. And for me, it's like, if I'm going to go like Vegas for the pipe show, like that's the one show I'm going to that year probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want
It's
to
like you
sacrifice
said,
the
it's a
other
big
ones
chunk
that I
of
enjoy
change.
going to. Yeah.
I would check out SEMA. Like if I liked Vegas, I would check out SEMA or something like that. But like, I hate Vegas. Like I do not like Vegas. I don't like anything about it except for poker. Like I love poker, and that's where you go for it. But other than that, it's just too much, too many lights, too many people, too much activity.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. Yeah.
Same.
But so
I'm a
in
homebody.
your, yeah, same here. In your line of work though, what is it? I guess firemen are generally like pretty well rounded in terms of you kind of do everything, right? Like that's
Yeah, we're kind of, especially nowadays, like it used to be to where like, I say the good old days, like way before me, you know, they'd sit around and wait for the bell to go off. And when the bell went off, it was a fire.
yeah,
Like that's all they did. But now, I mean, lowest level, I say lowest level, it's probably 90% of firemen worldwide, but especially in the US, like 90% are EMTs.
yeah,
The other 10 might be paramedics, but
So most of your calls are going to pick up people that have fallen and are too heavy to get back up.
correct. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, nationwide, it's roughly like 80% of our call volume is medical.
yeah.
Um,
Same here in town.
Yeah. So, and yeah, that's here, that's
Pretty much
anywhere
everywhere.
nationwide. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. And it depends on the department. Like, so my department, we don't have our own ambulance service. So we work side by side with EMS in the town. So most of the time we get there first if it's a medical call, but we don't ever transport.
Gotcha.
So if the call's bad enough and the medic crew is needed for patient care, we'll drive the ambulance to the hospital for them. But we don't have our own ambulance service, and we're sure as shit not going to transport them in a fire truck. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have the same thing here.
Just
It's
throw
usually
them
the
on top.
yeah,
fire,
put 'em on the
fire
ladder.
gets here first. We had a real bad accident, like literally in front of my house, a couple months back, and this woman was extremely inebriated. It seemed like drugs to me.
Yeah.
Not so much alcohol, but it seemed like drugs. But she careened directly into a rebar reinforced stone wall, and it shot the wall into like 5 pieces and threw it like 20 feet. And it was like, I mean, a massive amount of kinetic energy at this thing.
Oh yeah.
But the weird thing is the car hit it and then just stopped and rolled over on its side. And she was like totally fine
Dude,
inside.
so my truck, so I'm at the rescue station in town. So, I mean, we do everything. I hate to say it this way, but we do everything your normal fireman does. But then we're also like high angle rope rescue, swift water rescue, confined
Yeah.
space, like all those disciplines.
Yeah.
But my truck specifically is the interstate response truck. So
Okay.
we get all the wrecks on the interstate. And like it shocks me. Like we'll be reading call notes on the way to an interstate call, and it's like, we're going to be pulling a body out of this car. From the description of what we read, and then we get there, and they're just like, the car looks like a crushed can, and they're just sitting beside it with not a scratch on them.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's crazy.
The safety
cars these
tech
days
is
are made to
nuts.
crumple, but
Yeah.
it's nuts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, like great for them, but it's like, yeah,
But there's also like back in like the 50s and 60s, there was like that, like, well, if I crash this car, I could die. So
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And now it's like, you know, these things are tanks, you know, they're not
Probably
built.
be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, a Tesla, for example. I was listening to the interview with Elon, and I think it was Rogan, one of the interviews that they did, and he was saying that you don't even need seatbelts in Teslas. Like
Yeah.
they're not necessary because the airbag tech is
That is
so
quite
perfect.
a statement to put out there on the biggest
Well,
podcast.
he said
ever.
wear a seatbelt. I mean, although he doesn't even need to give that disclaimer because it's law to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, but still.
But I mean, it will, like, you don't. There's no real point in it. It's like you'll be fine
In a Tesla specifically.
in a
Yeah.
Tesla. Like any crash that would require you to wear a seatbelt, it's handled with the airbags because there's so many of them.
Well, now everyone is on their phone in their car, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like for us, like I have my head on a swivel way more on the interstate than I do in a burning house.
Sure, I would imagine.
Like,
Just because everybody around
because
you.
everyone going both directions has their phone out, just like
Mm-hmm.
recording what we're doing. It's like, pay attention. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Especially going 70, 80 miles an hour. But
Yeah.
I feel much safer in a house that's on fire than on the interstate, for sure.
Well, yeah, because you only have one threat to manage. Like it's
Yeah.
just this thing's on fire. I don't want to get burned.
Yeah.
Or fall through the floor or something. But yeah, the phone thing's been really weird too. I've started noticing in the past couple of years, everyone just drives around with their phone in their hand, and you're like, wait a second, I thought there was a law against this. I thought they were like ticketing people. They stopped. Like COVID rolled around, and then they just like were like, yeah, we'll see what happens. And
There's
no one
probably
gets
so
pulled
many
over
that
for
they
their phones.
can't keep up on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably
Probably,
something
but
that could easily be tacked on if they were already going to get pulled over.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could get dinged for it, but it's just like, I mean, most of the time I'm on a bike. Like, I don't really need a car anymore because all my business takes place here and in town. So and we get stupid traffic where I live. Like it's nonsense because we have a 2-lane north, 2-lane south mountain highway here. And if you go at the wrong time, it may take you 5 hours to get to Santa Cruz, which is only like 20 miles away. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Screw that.
even during the winter, it's even crazier because we have like mudslides and like down trees, down power lines. I mean, shit, we had one, I think it was like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe it was like 8 years ago, where a power line came down. They sent out, the people to remove it. I don't know who that would be on, maybe CAL FIRE or something. Brought people out, they removed it. Then there was a mudslide like an hour later. They brought out equipment to clear the mudslide. Another mudslide, it covered up the tractor that was removing the mudslide, and they had to bring another tractor out to get that thing out. And that was a 9-hour parking lot in town. No cars moved. Sure. And there were people like yelling out of their cars, like, does anyone have Advil? I'm on my way home from the hospital. Like, it was crazy. Pandemonium.
Jeez.
Wow.
No one's prepared, dude.
No. Well, in California California firemen have so many other things to deal with, like wildfires, mudslides. Like, we have it pretty easy here. Like, I don't live in the mountains. We'll rarely have floods. Like,
yeah.
Hurricane Helene was this past year, so we got deployed for that, like to Western North Carolina. But yeah, you see all the wildfires out there, and I don't know. Does Montana have a lot of wildfires?
Yeah.
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 Not specifically where I am, but I mean, I live in town, and I'm right next to a huge lake.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fire season, that's a thing.
Yeah.
We get tons of smoke in the valley, and air quality's crap for a while.
Gotcha.
Most of the time when we get a ton of smoke, though, it's actually coming from either Washington or Canada. Fires there.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
then
Canadians.
I'm on a reservation, and so if anything on the reservation like burns, unless it's directly going to like hurt a structure, they don't really do a whole lot to it. It's kind of just a let it burn kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And maybe that's changed now.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, it's pretty rare that there's places that there aren't properties anymore.
And it's funny. We have a couple state parks within like 30 minutes of where I live, and every year or two they'll do like prescribed burns just to keep like the vegetation down. And the amount of calls we get that have nothing to do with like our jobs. I see smoke. It's like, well, yeah, they're burning brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
see, in California, they'll just burn the whole thing down so they can build, send out contracts.
Oprah can come in and buy all the land.
Exactly. Build low-income property in the Palisades. That's the craziest one, that fire. Everyone called it. Like, dude, they're just burning this down so they can have all these crazy contracts and everyone can get their beak wet, and then they're going to build low-income housing. It's like, there should not be low-income housing in Malibu. Like, it should be super expensive houses. That's the way it's supposed to be. You know, it's the best place to live in the area.
And then you start getting all the videos of the drones flying around with flamethrowers and
Oh yeah, well that's there were a lot of suspicions that we just had the CZU fire in 2020, and that took out um, it took out a state park. Like it took out everything. It completely demolished our mountainside. We were on the very edge. It was a tentative evacuation warning for my house, and they were like, "You might
I
have to
remember
go."
that.
It was brutal, man. Like the sky was orange for like a month.
Thankfully,
Dang.
everybody
You know?
had masks.
Actually,
Took care of all the smoke, huh?
this was the funniest part about that is that I stock masks anyway. I have N90. I've always had N95s. Like I've got like 40 of them all the time, just because of my grinding or whatever. I just like to have them. I get super crazy allergies, so if I'm doing yard work, I'll wear them. But then it rolled around with COVID after the fire, and everyone's like, "Shit, we can't get masks." I was like, "I have lots of masks. I'll sell you one for $5." And they were going for kind of a lot at the time. Like people were paying a ton of money for N95s. But and now they're cheap again because there's like a massive amount of them on the market. So I just bought up more.
Dang.
Yeah.
Morgan's masks.
I should open another business and have
Do
masks.
Morgan's mushrooms too. Just take them out of the bathroom.
Dude, it was so it's almost embarrassing to say that that's happening because you don't get to finish the rest of the story and explain why. People are like, "Ew, that's gross." Like how you guys are living like that. It's like, no, it's not like mold and fungus. It's a little fungus spore, mushroom spore came in from outside, landed on the baseboard, and it just was like, "Hey, this is a nice place to grow." That's how that works.
It's super weird.
It's like, it's not my fault.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. But
Have you
It's
watched?
really growing out of Chris's shoes,
yeah.
but we'll just say it's the bathroom.
Yeah. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about mushrooms?
No,
Which
I don't.
one?
I don't know. The psycho. What do you call the?
I forgot what
Psilocybin?
it's called. It's like an hour long. It's that guy that's on Rogan all the time that talks about mushrooms. He wears the mushroom hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that guy.
It's fascinating. It just talks about like the intelligence, quote unquote, of mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
don't think I think it's
Yeah.
in my watch list, but I don't think I've seen it yet.
Yeah,
it is fascinating.
Fantastic Fungi. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah,
seen
it's-
that one. Yeah, it's in my watch
Yeah, it's
list.
a good watch. Yeah, it's good.
You got to pair that with The Last of Us, and then you realize how that happened.
Yeah,
But yeah, there is definitely like an intelligence with that. Like that's I mean they've conclusively found that's how trees communicate,
yeah.
which is nuts.
Like
Yeah.
underground.
It's like an all underground network. Yeah.
Yeah, massive networks underground, and it's pretty wild, dude. It's pretty wild. So, what got you into collecting pipes? Because I mean, I could see a kind of a trend here. You probably got some other guys at the station into it, right?
I'm trying.
Do it.
So
Yeah.
We need more.
we smoke a lot of cigars on shift.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the evening after dinner, after we've cleaned everything up and we're just hanging out, we'll go out in the bay and smoke. And I keep telling them, I'm like, look, if we say we're smoking in one, so I work at a 2-piece house, so there's 2 fire trucks in my place. So at any given point, one or the other of us are going on a call. But like if we're smoking cigars and we get a call, you gotta
Cigar's
put the
toast.
cigar down. And then when you
Yeah.
come back, it tastes like shit if you keep smoking it. I'm like, look, if you get a pipe, get a call, you just put it down, you come back to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's easy.
Yeah.
And a couple of them have wanted to, so I've thought about even just getting a couple corn cobs and taking them to work and just like showing them how to smoke it. But just time wise, like we're kind of just now getting back into cigar stuff because it's just so hot in the summer. Like we don't want to sit outside
Yeah.
smoking them at night.
Yeah.
But I'm the only pipe smoker at work right now, and I still haven't brought any in yet for myself. I just do cigars with them.
Well,
But
what are you doing?
what-
You've been there 2 years, man.
I know. Well, part of it's like I didn't do it at first. I didn't do any of it in the first year, because like you have to watch your P's and Q's in your first year because you're
Sure.
like a probie. So most of the time, like if we had time to sit down, I'm like, I should be studying or like doing something on the truck or doing whatever. But now that I'm getting a little more, like I'm not the new guy anymore.
Yeah.
It relaxes a little bit. So hopefully I'm planning on it this fall for sure, like picking up a couple corn cobs. I'm lucky enough. Like I live 15 minutes from McCraney's, so they've got
That's
a
cool.
good amount of stuff.
Cool.
So, but
How
what
much
got
red
me
ribbon
into
do they
it?
have in the back?
None. I
None.
ask them every time I go in.
I cleared them out.
Yeah, I will say. So, side note, I went in a couple months ago, and so Matt McCraney is the current generation. Really cool guy. He's probably about my age, like mid-30s.
Is that a third generation shop?
I think his grandpa
Yeah.
started it. Yep, his dad
That's
still
cool.
works there, but Matt kind of heads everything up, and he does all their blending now. But I went in a few months ago, and Matt had just gotten in this like huge estate. This guy, actually, he lived in California. This guy passed away, and his wife reached out to Matt and was like, "Hey, I have all these tins that say McCraney's on them, so I googled you guys. Like, would you be interested in having them?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." And I don't know what he paid her, but I got to the shop basically as he was like opening the boxes for the first time, and
Oh, wow.
one of them was a literal sealed case of the '83
Oh wow.
Red Ribbon.
Oh, wow.
I guess
That's
it was this
wild.
guy's favorite blend back in the day, and he just bought an entire because a case I think was 60 tins.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah,
God, I wonder what he
nuts.
paid for that back then.
I don't know.
Couple
Well,
of
actually,
bucks.
so a lot of the tins, like they still had the
Couple
individual stickers. I think it was like $6 or $7 for a tin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Those
cool.
are
But
easily going for $100 a piece right now.
and it's nice, like whenever Matt gets in any of the old McClellan stuff, he charges, I think it was 35 $35 per tin.
Oh,
He's
cool.
like, there's no point in me charging $100 per tin, and he doesn't post them online, so it's like if you
You
come
have
in the
to
shop
be-
and they're there, yeah.
That's cool.
But
That's
I
smart.
think he
That's,
was saving a lot of them for Vegas because I know he was going this year. So he'll
that's
probably
the
have
place.
a
That's
fat
the place
stock
to
with him.
go. Vegas and Chicago. There's always just crazy amounts of tobacco. I know.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys I've seen that are. Someone was going to be selling a shit ton of the Syrian Latakia. Is it the Syrian
Vegas?
or is Cyprian? Which one? I can't remember which one's
Syrian.
the
Syrian's the one
Yeah,
that's gone.
vintage Syrian. That's the tin. So
Yeah.
it's the vintage Syrian from H&H. And that's one actually when they were like, "Hey, we got these available," and it didn't seem like people cared at the time. And I bought a bunch of bags of those, and it's actually pretty good shit. I'm not a huge Latakia guy, but like it's a pretty good brand or a pretty good blend rather.
That's
Yeah.
the HH, right? McBaron.
Yeah, it's HH.
Yeah.
Now I've transitioned through the whole gamut where I'm just like, Latakia is gross. And then I'll go over to like the aged Virginias, which is where the majority of my tenure has been. And then just recently, I had a weird flu years ago. And after that, I couldn't smoke Virginia anymore. Like it was just, everything was hot, bitey. So I switched over to Burley's, which honestly kind of works for me because it's just high nicotine and like cool. You know, it's not a hot smoking
Yeah.
leaf. So
I
I
love
like
Burley.
Burleys if it's a flake.
Mm.
I don't like
I'm
ribbon
good either
cut
way,
Burleys.
dude. I still Five Brothers is still where it's at for me. I mean, that's like it's a cheapy blend, but it's perfect.
Is that a shag?
It's a super shag. Yeah, it's actually the shaggiest tobacco that I think is still even on the market. I mean, it's just like fluff.
Wow.
So
See, for me, that just burns too quick.
you got to pack it really tight.
Yeah, you gotta pack that tight.
Oh. See,
The
and
only
I
shag I've
almost
smoked is
exclusively
penny
smoke
farthing, but-
flakes. So, yeah, and penny farthing's almost not even a shag. It's like ground
Yeah.
up.
It's a little
It's
thicker
like
than a
shredded.
shag. No,
Yeah.
it's sliced, but it's as thin as he could legally do it. So there's a
Okay.
point. I still don't understand how Five Brothers is able to get that fine, but they're near like cigarette shag. It's pretty close. It's not quite there. But then penny farthing is going to be a little bit thicker than that. But there's a point at which they get up to that line, and then it has to become a cigarette tobacco based on the cut,
Interesting.
which has always been a
I didn't know
stupid
that.
stipulation.
Yeah, I didn't
that
know
was
that.
that was part of the dual purpose tobacco thing, because for a long time you could buy a bag of dual purpose tobacco and they'd say it's pipe tobacco, but it was actually finely cut cigarette tobacco. And
Or coarsely
I have a
cut cigarette
shitload of that.
tobacco?
I bought a shitload of that. Like I was like, this is amazing. It's so cheap. And it was like $5 for like a pound bag of this stuff. Like super duper cheap.
Wow.
Is that like the is it Japanese?
Oh, Kasiru,
Casero.
Kazami
Mm,
tobacco. Yeah. I have some of that. That's weird though. It's so fine. And
yeah, it looks like it.
it's like a
It's
one
like
hitter.
super high nicotine content too, isn't it?
I'm not the one to ask about what's high nicotine and not. It doesn't affect me at all. I'm completely immune to it. So I just
Man, I'm
know it's like
lightweight.
I'm satisfied. Like a cigar, I will be like I'm satisfied after it usually. But like most pipe tobaccos, someone will be smoking through like a third of their bowl, and they're like, "Oh, I'm spinning right now. I need a candy bar," and I'm like, "Okay." Like,
That's how I get. I'm like super weak to nicotine.
It's
What?
weird. Like I've always heard Burleys are high nicotine, but I can smoke Burley all day and be fine.
yeah,
But like
Hmm.
I'll put in like at work, so I'd stick to 3 milligram anything at work in terms of like throughout the day, like
pouches.
Zins or whatever
Yeah,
pouches, yeah. And it's fine, but like there are guys putting in like sixes. I did a 12 one day, some European brand,
I have
and I thought I
12s
was
in
gonna
this.
pass out.
I use
I thought
12s
I was
all
gonna
day long.
pass
That's
out.
crazy.
That's 12's not even that crazy, dude, because what you do is you have that, right? So I'm actually absorbing somewhere between like 4 and 6. And because whatever you're swallowing, nicotine is a temperature, it's
You guys are
temperature
swallowing
dependent.
that shit? You don't spit it out?
No, you don't spit nicotine pouches.
No, not with pouches.
You don't even
Oh,
spit
I didn't know
snooze.
that.
Like you can swallow
I
that
would be
too, but
puking in the corner if I did that.
well, that's the thing, dude. Your body, nicotine doesn't work the same way. Like okay, so in your lungs, it's going to be a quick hit and it's going to go up and then it's going to slowly taper down. In your stomach, though, it doesn't do anything. Your body's your stomach acids basically dissolve the nicotine, unless you're like some dipshit kid that decides to like swallow like a whole lipper of tobacco. That's going to make you sick. But the
Yeah.
nicotine actually isn't going to be the amount that you take in. Like you're not going to absorb all that. Your body breaks it down super fast. So when it comes to like the pouches, 12 is actually like I would say a medium high for nicotine pouches. They make 15s.
Oh yeah.
I don't like the 15s because I get the hiccups and stuff. But that's low compared to
Hiccups
snooze.
because it's so strong?
Yeah, it's usually like because I drink carbonated water like all day long, so that mixed with the nicotine, you kind of start getting hiccups if you're talking too much. But when it comes to snooze, like 50 milligram, 60 milligram, those are actually out there, and they're some of the most popular. Like Odin's White Dry Extreme. I don't know. They throw a bunch of shit in there, like Valhalla or whatever. Those are like I tried one time and it was like an immediate no. Like I was like not so much because the nicotine, but because the actual interaction with like your pH, it burns the shit out of your lip.
Wow.
And there's people popping those throughout the day. So
I wonder if anybody ever did a nicotine content like analysis of El Chimo Toro.
Chimo, do you know what Chimo is, Tyler?
No. I don't think
So this is I think we've talked about this before, but I'll give a description of it. So imagine you're in is it Venezuela? I think we bought them.
I think it's Venezuela.
Or
Yeah.
Guatemala, one of the two. I thought it was Venezuela, but anyway, this is what they do. There's like a profession of people who make chimo, and they go out into the forest and they pick like Nicotiana rustica, which is like Indian tobacco. It's like native tobacco, super super high nicotine content. It's not something that people generally smoke. It's only in like a few blends on the market right now. I love it. I think it's great, but it's very, very high in nicotine. And they basically just put all the leaves, green, fresh off the plants, into a big copper kettle, and they cook it down with water and molasses and sugar and spices, all kinds of weird forest
Cocoa.
spices and stuff, cocoa. And they just keep cooking it and adding as much of this, plant matter as they can to extract all the nicotine. Then they cook it down to this tar and they slap it in like this little can that's like this big. And that can costs like 15 cents.
Dang.
They're cheap, dirt cheap. and you take your nail and it's really hard. It's like this super hard, almost like a taffy kind of, and you pick at it and you ball it up and you just put the tiny, like a BB size amount in your lip, and then you just let it dissolve. But you have to spit because you will get sick if you don't spit. And you just keep spitting and spitting. And it's black spit. It's very satisfying. But the fucking buzz that you are on doing this thing, yeah. It's not even like, oh, I got a little bit of nicotine. It's like I'm on drugs right now. Like it feels like drugs. And you're just like, you know, and then what's crazy about it is the fact that there's sugar in it actually counteracts a lot of like the ill effects of the nicotine poisoning that you're going through. So you can handle it, but then like it's a lot. I mean, it's an intense sort of thing. The craziest part is it's sold as a confection. It's a candy.
Whoa.
So when I bought like 50 tins of this stuff. I mean, it was nothing. And
I think I got
tried
50 of them sent to me as well. I gave all of them away.
I think I forget if it was the FDA or the ATF or some not the USDA. Might have been the ATF.
Took one tin
they
for
take
testing
a tin
out of the country, and then one into the country, and then it was delivered. So I got 48 tins.
Yeah.
And I think, the total was like $16 or something.
Yeah, to make sure it's not like heroin or something. It's crazy.
Because it looks like it's just black tar.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it called again?
Chimo, CHIMO. They're still selling it, actually. They shut down for a bit because I think there was some issues with it maybe looking like drugs. But Chimo El Toro.
Can we get
it?
Yeah, I think you can. A guy I knew was trying to import it and resell it in the U.S., but that's a sketchy product, dude, because it is sweet.
Yeah,
it's sweet.
See,
and
now, like you were saying, the sugar that's in it counteracting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sensitive to nicotine, but that didn't make me feel sick. I obviously got like a hell of a buzz from it.
You're zipping around,
I could
dude.
handle that. Yeah, it was like, oh, this is crazy.
I think there's a caffeine content to it as well because of the cocoa. So they're adding a bunch of other weird
concentrated caffeine right in your lip and a whole bunch of nicotine and
I don't know what the hell
spices.
I would love to know what's in it because like it has a bunch of random jungle spices in it and they don't tell you what's in it. They're just like, here's this weird sweet, pesticide.
It probably cures
tar.
cancer or something. And so they were like, can't import this anymore.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't want to say it's on the same level as like betel nut. You guys know what that is? It's like that. It's like an herb that they chew, and it turns your mouth red, like your teeth turn red, your spit red. It's disgusting. But that one, I believe, that has like a cocaine-like effect, and it's used to stave off hunger in cultures where they don't always have food. So they just chew this betel nut, and they're just like,
That's what's in the Elvish. That's what's in Elvish bread.
Right. There is another one. I'm trying to think of these are fringe tobacco products, but there's Doka from like the Middle East, mainly like the Persian Peninsula, and you find it a lot in like the UAE, and I don't know if Saudi Arabia, but I forget which countries even allow this stuff anymore. But you can buy Doka all day long, and do you guys want me to? I'll show you. It's cooler to see it. Let me grab it.
He's going to get the contraband.
The contraband. It's going to have to be blurred on the YouTube. Can't see it.
I'll have to figure out how to do that in the editing afterwards.
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry
about
it.
Oh, contraband? Yeah. No, this is legal. This is totally legal. So this is
white stuff.
MedWalk, we're not sponsored by these guys, but medwalk.com has this stuff, and this is a cool blend. So they judge them by cold, cool, medium, warm, hot, and hot would be like weaponized nicotine levels. And this is I only got some of the cold. I think I got a medium, but it was too much. But so this stuff, it's like crumbled up. Again, you can kind of see it's green, Nicotiana rustica, like native tobacco. And you crumble it up, you pack it into this tiny bowl, right?
Oh, weird.
It's literally a one-hit thing. And this one has a filter for whatever reason. But you just pack it in there and it's one hit. And what you do, again, it feels like drugs. You hold it in. and then you blow it out, and that's the equivalent. I know someone's going to correct me. That's the equivalent of an entire cigarette
In one hit.
in one hit, and it's a real quick spike, but it feels.
So employers should start encouraging this, so people have less smoke breaks.
Oh, you don't even need to.
Oh, you want a quick smoke break? Just do it right here. It's fine.
I wonder if it has something to do with the heat, like the temperatures in that part of the world. Like no one wants to go outside and smoke, so they're like, let's just get something super concentrated.
Yeah.
It could be,
do it
but
fast.
it's less common than like hookahs. Hookahs are a little bit obviously different, but
I wonder if it's ritualistic. Like it's not necessarily like somebody's out there smoking a pipe for an hour. It's more of like a ceremony type thing where they're having like a tiny, tiny bit of it.
yeah, I mean it's not like insane amounts of the hots are. I've seen people hit like hot blends, and it's a lot of nicotine, like real fast, because you hold it in. It's again, it feels like drugs. It doesn't feel like an enjoyable experience. It feels like you're trying to change your awareness level. Like it's but then you have
Maybe you should just do some mushrooms.
then you have snuff. Snuff is great too. I love how we're going down the gamut. Snuff's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
This is
Like nasal snuff.
Hedges the snuff. This is one of my favorites.
I can't do the inhale. I don't know what it is. Like to me, it feels like I'm doing coke.
Doing dry. Yeah, you don't want to sniff it. You don't want to snort it.
Right.
You want to just a light little. But I don't even do that anymore because my allergies kick in. Like I start sneezing.
That's why I couldn't do it either.
I just take I'll take just a dab on my finger and I'll just pop it inside a nostril. When I do it we're talking like once or twice a year, just because it smells nice. But the nicotine effect, I don't get any of that ever. So some people do, but
I did. Like I've tried snuff in the past. It was like high dry toast or something.
That's really dry.
Okay. Well, whatever that was like instant fucking allergy. Cold for like 3 days. I'm like, okay,
you need to go with
fun.
a more moist snuff then. Like you need more, and there's different levels to those. There's for snuffs, it's generally less about the nicotine content and more about the moisture content. So there's moist snuffs that are a little, they're like drier than Copenhagen, basically, but they're still kind of like that, like more heavy granules. And then there's like the high dry toast. There's white snuffs like out of India that are kind of nuts. They have like I forget the company's name, but they have one called Willie Pete, and the fucking powders, it looks like talc, and it's a snuff. And you're like, is this tobacco? Like, what is this?
Kind of cut it up on card.
Yeah,
it's just.
But, I mean, the
nicotine.
name works like white phosphorus, right? So it totally tracks. But
so don't tell your firefighter friends about this. Just get them a cob and some Captain Black grape.
Yeah, the pouches seem to be the newest iteration though. Like that's the big trend.
Oh yeah,
because you can just do it anywhere.
I don't see anybody vaping anymore here. Like I don't remember the last time I saw somebody vape here. If they are, it's definitely weed and it's not like just nicotine.
There's a couple guys at work that'll do it like randomly, but I mean they get railed on for doing it for sure.
Yeah,
but then like some of the old guys,
are they
they're
blowing
still...
clouds and everything?
No, not quite that. It's like the ones you just buy in the store and toss them when you're done.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of the old guys still chew or they'll do dip. Which, dude, I can't. I did it once when I was younger. I was like 12. My grandpa did it forever, so I took some of his, and I was with him.
Yeah.
He didn't know I put it in. It was like, a little bit. And whatever we were doing, he like smacked my back. And I swallowed it. And I haven't done it since.
That was on purpose.
I swear to God, I puked.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He probably did it. Like, thinking back, I'm like, he probably did that on purpose. But
it's the only way to learn, dude.
The only time I ever tried Copenhagen, it was Copenhagen Long Cut. I was in my buddy Ricky's truck, and he's like, do you want some of this? Like, sure, fuck it, let's try it. And I had that in for like a minute. It was like a 2-finger dip too. Oh. And I just was like, pull the fuck over, and I puked.
I miss that buzz, dude. I miss that buzz like you wouldn't believe. Like I remember when I first was dipping, and I was probably like 16, and I get some. I never liked Copenhagen. I was like Skull Straight, and you just put it in, and you're just like, Yeah, like your whole body's like vibrating, and you're just like, this is nice.
Yeah,
and then you do too much,
do
you're like,
not like that.
I might puke. Back when I still had like no tolerance, so like I could feel the effects of it. I don't get that anymore.
22 years ago,
Yeah.
Chris had no tolerance for nicotine. It's been this high ever since.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, it works. Like I use it as a tool because I don't use caffeine. So like I'll wake up in the morning, pop one in, and I'm on. Like I'll get up and I'm up, you know. Whereas like people have to mosey out and they got to get their coffee with their slippers on. I'm not saying firefighters. I'm saying like normies. Yeah, they got to
we have our
mosey out.
slippers on in the morning.
No, I know, but your life is much more controlled
Get up and
by
go.
urgency.
Correct. Yeah.
When you need to be. So most people aren't urgent. They get up and have my coffee and they don't talk to me until I have my coffee. That whole thing, that's like a common understanding. I'm like on the moment I open my eyes. You know, just pop one in and
That's
let's do
how
this.
I am too.
Yeah.
I just naturally get up at like 5:30 or 6, and then sometimes I'm like, well, it's Saturday. I guess I'll go back to bed. Then I realize I'm just gonna lay here for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So I might as well just get up.
Yeah.
That's what I did
today.
This morning.
I could have slept in all I wanted. No one's here. Like my family went to go do a girls' weekend, and I was like, should I sleep in till like 10? Like just be a total nutcase about it? And I was like, nah, just get up. Just
I think it
If I
would ruin
sleep
my whole
later than,
day
Yeah.
if I slept till then. I'd be like, what did I do? I've wasted half the day already.
If I sleep in past 7, I'll have a headache. I
really?
don't know if it's like probably because I haven't had coffee yet. My body's like,
Yeah.
hey, you need caffeine.
What time
But-
do you go to sleep generally? Like when you're not at the station?
It depends. I tend to go to sleep later at work. I think
Yeah.
partly because in my mind I'm like, as soon as my head hits the pillow, we're going to get a call.
Yeah, that sucks.
So you might as well stay up.
Yeah, but it depends. 10:30, 11. Like
Okay.
normally the first night I'm home after shift, I go to sleep a little bit earlier just because I'm tired.
Mhm.
But I don't live in a huge. I mean, we're busy, but like we probably have as many nights where we sleep all night at work as nights that we have calls. So like,
That's cool.
and even then, like if we have calls at night, it may be 1 or 2 after midnight.
Yeah.
I've had the rare occasional night where we just don't sleep at all, but normally that's
Yeah.
for like a legit fire where we're there for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's-
how
So are you on shift like 24 hours at a time? Is that like how your shifts work?
No, so we forever the town I work for was a 24 on, 48 off, so a 1-2, just consistently. So you have 3 shifts. Just in February, we voted to change to a 48-hour shift on, 96 hours off. So it's 2 days
cool.
at work,
Okay.
4 days off.
That's
which
better.
I freaking
That sounds
love.
cool.
Yeah.
It's great. Like you take 1 shift off for vacation and you get 10 days.
You can actually
rad.
plan
So-
for stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And the amount of days that you actually have to ask off, because like before with the 1 on 2 off, you're always going to work either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday every week. But now, we get it's either 3 or 4 weeks in a row where we don't work a single Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh wow.
So, the week where you have to work Saturday, Sunday kind of sucks for like family stuff, hanging out. But
Yeah.
like,
How
I feel
many
like
other
the
guys do you
bums-
work with?
Me personally?
Yeah. Like how many is
So-
in your station
So
or whatever, and then you can rotate.
So we have, so with my department, basically the truck you're on is your assigned truck. Like we don't really bounce around unless staffing needs it. Like if there's a truck, if we're at full, so full for me is 5. So you have your captain, your lieutenant who drives, and then 3 of us in the back. It's rare that all 5 of us are there. If all 5 of us are there, normally one of us is going to have to move to another station just for staffing. But we're working our way in my whole department to basically everyone has 5 on the truck, which is pretty rare department wide. So like our minimum is 4, but our full capacity is 5. So I personally, including me, I have 10 guys at my station every time I'm there. Well, anywhere from 8 to 10, because most of the time someone's off for vacation or
Yeah.
someone's sick in the family, so they got to stay home or whatever. But
Sounds like a cool schedule, though. I mean,
I
2
love
days
it, man.
on, 3 days
Like,
off.
yeah. So I mean, most of us have another job outside of the fire department, and that's pretty. I mean, that's again nationwide. Like, so for me, like my career is firefighter, but then I roast coffee and coach at a gym on the side. So technically, I have three jobs,
Yeah.
but
Just because, like, what are you doing with your time otherwise?
yeah. I mean, if I
Pretty much.
I've had a few shifts where I just happened to have all four of my days off, like, and I wasn't going somewhere. And by day two or three, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
Like,
you get bored.
Yeah.
yeah, smoking pipes all day, just
Yeah.
like hanging out, shooting the shit.
Well,
But
you're like the rest of us. Everyone's got two jobs now. I mean,
yeah,
I have two businesses. Sean's got two businesses.
yep,
You know, like plus another income in the house. Like who actually she has two jobs as well. Yeah, it's kind of where we're at, right?
it's tough, man.
So tell me about coffee roasting. Is that something you do as a hobby, or you work at a coffee roasting house, or how does that work?
Yeah, yeah. So I work for it's a roaster cafe, basically.
Okay.
So that's what I did full time before I got hired on at the fire department. Um,
So that's what your
I've
other
been-
Instagram page is about, where you're like a firefighting barista.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep, that's it. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I've been in coffee for. I think I started in coffee in like 2017, maybe 16. No, yeah, 17. Started out just like I've always liked coffee. It's like, oh, I'll work as a barista like part time and get into it. And then kind of got into the roasting side of things from there, and it's good. Like I love my career. Like I love being a fireman. But like a lot of guys in the department, they'll leave where we work and they'll go work in another department part time. And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
that's just like I like my 4 days away from the
It's a lot of the
intensity
same.
and the stress and
Yeah.
yeah. So for me, like roasting coffee is great because one, it's me and the coffee beans and one other guy that is a good friend. So it's like, you're not dealing with the public, kind of doing your own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. Actually, I just earlier today listened to y'all's last episode with
Jordan. Yeah.
Jordan. Yeah, yeah. I
He
never
was
heard
cool.
of him before that, and then I went and looked at his Instagram. He's got some good stuff going on.
He's hilarious. We actually didn't really get that super funny side of him in the podcast though. Like he's really funny, but a lot of that obviously is skit based.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, no, he cracks me up, dude. Like he's really pushing it. Some of his stuff, you're just like, you probably shouldn't do that. Don't do
Yeah.
that. And then he does it. And you're like,
With a
yeah,
business.
It works. It works.
it works. It works. Gets
Yeah.
people fired up. It's funny what works. There's so many a potential customer, but it'll say like, please buy my magic wands that I make, and it's an old man, and he's got this make believe company of making magic wands and stuff, right? And it's an actor. They just hire someone to like be the old man who shows like, look at these wands that I handcrafted, and then you click the link, like, please save my business. It's this like sympathy thing. You click on it and it goes to like some weird Chinese page, and it's like you can buy this thing for like $40. You're like, he's not making these by hand. Like they're gorgeous, but they're not being made even in the States. It was the same thing with this other dude was playing off of racism, right? Black couple, they're Ren Fair people, they're dressed up like Ren Fair people, and it's always he'll show these fake comments that people make to his page, and they're incredibly derogatory, ultra racist, like above what you would think would be racist, and then go a step further. Like there's all the, I'm not going to even mention it because it's just kind of gross that he would use that to sell a product. And someone will say some really shitty thing, and that engages someone to click the link. Please support my business because this person is saying mean things to me. Click this link, and it takes you to this random page, and the stein that he made, it's extremely intricate. If you made it by hand, it would be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Is like $25 on a site, and you're like, dude, like, I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about. We were talking about social media and shit, but
Gotta be careful out there, man. There's a lot of I don't know.
it's all scam. Everything.
Like,
Everyone
especially,
lies.
like just I mean,
Everything's
just
a
in the
scam.
last week alone, I'm like, not to mention any of the the wild shit that's happened in the
Yeah.
last week.
Sure.
But like sitting at work, because I was working the day all that happened with Charlie,
Mhm.
and me being a fairly conspiracy minded person,
Yeah. I'm
like
still doing
I'm
it.
just like scrolling,
Me too.
like, going down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, I gotta stop.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
I gotta stop. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Just be a
And I
good
will say,
person. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's one reason. Like I absolutely love going to pipe shows
Yeah.
because that stuff doesn't like you're there for a common interest.
hmm
And
Yeah.
sure, like you get a bunch of like codgery dudes that are into pipe smoking in one room. I'm sure politics will be talked about at some point, but it's never like a derogatory way, you know?
It's never the reason you're there in the first place.
No.
No, hell no. Yeah.
That
So, Tyler, thank you very much for coming and hanging out and just chilling.
Yeah,
and
man.
I'm
It was a
glad
good
to hear
time.
about
Oh, shit, it's already an hour.
firefighting and
Yeah.
yeah, we're in an hour. That's cool. So
Good deal.
you have homework though. You got to bring a bunch of pipes to the department, and you got to have
We'll
pipe
do.
smoking firefighter friends, dude. What are you doing?
We'll do. Next time we'll just do a podcast with like 10 firemen. You definitely can't post that one though.
No.
That'd be funny though. That'd
Yeah.
be funny. All right, if anybody wants to
Good deal.
follow Tyler and see his cool pipe collection, because I've always really enjoyed looking at your posts because you always, set up your pipe with your coffee and
Thank
You got
I
good
don't know.
photos. You got good content.
yeah, your photos are
Yeah.
good. Like, if you want to go and look at cool pipes, because Tyler's got a cool collection, go check him out on Instagram at the Briar Ginger. Is that's
me.
all it is? The Briar Ginger. There's no numbers
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
okay.
No. Nope.
Yeah. So go check Tyler out there. And if you guys have any questions or comments or want to be on the podcast, hit us up at beyondthepipe1@gmail.com. Let us know. Later.